Hello and welcome to the fifth dimension. This reading is for Aquarius. It is a general reading, but I hope it resonates with you. I have the gift and blessing from the divine to bring in loved ones who have passed, who reside in the heavenly plane, but stand beside you in the earthly plane as an extra level of love and support. Your intuition might tell you who this person is. You might actually feel their presence sometimes, even though they have passed. And so I would like to confirm this information for you. I'm hoping that this resonates with you. Please try to listen to the whole reading. I give so many different characteristics, even if one item is not spot on and the rest are. That may be something you just didn't know about this person. You can confirm it with a relative, after this reading or after you view the video. So stick with me, and I prayed and meditated over all of the cards. I don't want to take a lot of your time, which is why I did that. And I use so many different tools that I feel this is the most efficient way. So please stand by and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so this is for our Aquarius viewers. The person who has passed and was significant in your life and is coming through today is a man. He was a thick-build person. He might have been a Leo. He enjoyed the ocean. He liked to collect seashells. He liked the ocean because he liked to watch the ships and boats and things go by. He had a love for hot air balloons. He either went to hot air balloon festivals or he just really enjoyed when he would see a hot air balloon in the sky. And that was something that he really enjoyed. Let me see what else I can tell you about this person. Let me put my hands on the cards and try to get as much intuitively as I can. This man that passed, when he was alive, he was fairly successful. He dressed very nice, very dapper. I have that he might have been an Orthodox Jew, so he might have been Jewish. He wore a hat quite a bit, or he might have wore a yarmulke. He, in his business career, he came across a nefarious person. May have been someone he trusts. It might have been an investment advisor. It might have been a bank. But he put his trust into this person, and this person let him down, squandered away possibly his money. He had to take this person to court. And even though he got his day in court, he didn't really feel, I don't think, like he got everything that was owed. I don't feel he felt he got everything back that he lost, even after the court process was over. This did weigh on him. This was a big deal. This really broke his heart. He wanted to believe in the good of people, and so this just really hurt him in several different ways. The money was secondary. The pain was primary. All right, let's see here. He might have enjoyed peacocks. I love peacocks, so that might have been something that he enjoyed, watching them unfold. Each individual feather, he really thought that was just amazing and beautiful. I have that he passed right after Christmas or around Christmas time. He had a funeral. A small group of people attended. I believe his son was there, and his son has a redheaded daughter, and she felt very close to this man. It probably was her grandfather, and she was standing right beside his burial site before the dirt was put on the casket. Her father would have stood, possibly his son, this man's son, would have stood on the other side. Family members were behind the little girl on the side she was standing on, and then the son of this man that passed stood on the other side. I don't know why I say that, but that's what I see. That may help you, and you may be the son of this man that has passed that is watching right now, which would just be absolutely beautiful. Um, I pulled a bunch of different characteristics and prayed and meditated over everything, like I said at the beginning, but I really did. I take a good 30 to 40 minutes before I even go on camera to do all of these things. I use a bag of marbles. I use those to represent eye color. I ask the divine to please bring me the person's eye color to help you confirm that the person you're thinking of that has passed and stands beside you here on earth, um, you know, you can help identify them by giving details. So I'm going to give you some finite details right now. Okay, so the first detail I have is that his eyes were blue. They were vibrant. Um, it's just that when you looked at his face, there was something about his eyes that you noticed. So if they weren't blue, this color is, I mean, I hardly know anyone with this eye color, but what this does tell me is that they were just electrifying. Something about his eyes were electrifying. It could have been that when you spoke to him, his eyes were very captivating, they sparkled. So there was something significant about his eyes, and you noticed that when he was here on earth. Um, I did pull some letters. Um, what the letters tell me is they can give me the letters encompassing his first name, his middle name, or his last name, or his initials. So I'm going to show you what I pulled and see if this helps you at all. And I got the name Rex. I don't know why, but I did get the name Rex. This, I feel like, is an abbreviation for request, or it could just be that his name started with an E, first name, last name started with an R, and there was a Q in the last name, possibly. But these initials should be significant to this man that has passed. And if you don't know the significance they have, please ask a relative. There may be some things that you don't know about this person. I would think you would know their name though. So if those are their initials, that definitely should help you out. I also pulled some numbers. I asked the divine to give me the birth month or death month, birth date or death date, or a significant age that an event happened. It could have been even the age that they passed, or something like that, but I'm going to show them to you now. I've got 5. Could be May. Could be the 5th day of any month. I've got 25, which I think is kind of significant because I brought up the Christmas. I feel he passed right after Christmas or in the Christmas season. And then 14. May 14th could have been his birth date, death date. 5/25 could have been birth or death date. But I feel the 25 represents that his passing occurred after December 25th, shortly after the Christmas season. So I hope that helps you out. All right, now I'm going to give you some specifics about this person's personality. Okay, he liked to wear white. He wore very plain clothing, which does go back to an Orthodox Jew. They wear black and white mostly, especially in their formal attire. But he wore white quite a bit. I feel that he was a sports fan. His team was either purple or orange and blue. So I just kind of got that. I don't think that he wore game t-shirts, but I feel like he was a sports fan, and his colors are his team colors are the colors I just described. One of these colors might have been his high school team, and he might have played football in high school or played a sport in high school, basketball. So, but let me tell you some details about this person. He was a deep thinker. Um, he valued logic, but even though he valued logic, he would overthink most often, or more often, than stay logical. Um, he preferred not to talk about his feelings. He was private in that way. He loved to plan, events, loved to make plans, loved to plan and set goals. Um, he was very strategic, and he was very efficient when he worked, in his home life, etc. He was just a very efficient person. He could multitask and kind of do everything that he needed to do, and pretty successfully. Um, if he was a Leo, which is what I got, they definitely are deep thinkers. They don't like to show their feelings. I hate to make blanket statements, but I have a son who is a Leo, a mom and a dad who is a Leo, and a grandpa and a grandma who is a Leo, and a daughter-in-law who is a Leo. So I'm pretty good at this Leo stuff. But anyways, the characteristics of his personality really do fall in a Leo zodiac sign, which could have been Leo, sun, moon, or rising, if you know all three of his signs. I'll refer you to the birth chart calculator to find out all three of his signs. If he could tell you two things, what would he tell you? Well, I have a deck of cards. I call them Stairway to Heaven. They're not called that, but I call them that. These are messages given directly from God himself to you. So these are the words of this person. If he could have a minute to reappear in your life and say two things to you, what would he say? And I prayed and meditated over these. This is my favorite part. I hope it's yours also. He said, I am surrounded by animals. So that must make him happy. Maybe he had all sorts of pets throughout his life, and he is happy and wants you to know that he is surrounded by loving animals. Maybe you lost a pet, and he wants you to know he has your pet with him in heaven. The second card I picked is I watch over you every day. I watch over you every day. What a beautiful thing to know. I hope that this resonated with you, Aquarius, and I hope that one of your loved ones came through today to give you this very beautiful message. And thank you for listening to the whole reading. And this is Fifth Dimension signing out. Have a great day.